And at number 10, Jessica Simpson. Throughout her career, Jessica Simpson has changed a lot, at some points looking unrecognizable from her former self. Many credited the change in her appearance to simple weight gain, while others speculated that she got cosmetic work done. But we now know that Jessica was suffering with alcoholism that caused a dramatic change in her appearance. Jessica decided to speak about this part of her past in a recent Instagram photo. In the long caption, she describes how she looked unrecognizable during her battle with alcoholism. In the photo, her face looks incredibly puffy and inflamed. She explained the photo was from 2017 at the height of her addiction. She said in part, quote, "This person in the early morning of November 1st, 2017 is an unrecognizable version of myself. I had so much self-discovery to unlock and explore, and now fans understand why she took time away from the spotlight in the last few years." And at number 9, Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne is no stranger to plastic surgery, and she's used procedures to stop the aging process along with helping her lose weight. But she's had a love-hate relationship with the enhancements, and back in 2013 she revealed she was done with surgery altogether. But that went out the window in 2019 when she revealed that she got another facelift, making it her 4th ever. Sharon's most famous procedure took place in 1999, and she lost over 100 pounds after she underwent gastric bypass surgery. In 2007, Sharon admitted at that time that she had spent roughly $530,000 on cosmetic surgeries and enhancements, and obviously that's clear with the change in her appearance. And at number 8, Rumer Willis. After Rumer stepped out looking very different from her usual self, fans speculated that she went under the knife. It was rumored that she received a nose job, reduced her chin, and had lip injections, but she denies getting any work done. In 2014, Rumer told Entertainment Tonight that although she wasn't against plastic surgery, she had never had anything herself, saying, quote, "If I choose to do something myself, it's because I've thought about it. If it's going to make me feel better, I won't be ashamed of the choices that I make." But she then claimed that she has not gotten plastic surgery, even though some reports stated that she had. Apparently she thought about surgery when she was younger and getting bullied, but now she owns her flaws. And at number 7, Dolores Catania. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star went through multiple plastic surgeries since she was cast on reality TV. During part 1 of the show's reunion episode, she revealed that she got a full plastic surgery makeover ahead of the reunion. She's admitted to getting tummy tuck surgery, breast augmentation, facelift, liposuction, and a Brazilian butt lift in the past. Then on the reunion, she says she got a quote new vagina along with a full body lipo, saying that she got lipo on her arms, legs, and taking that fat and putting it in her butt, along with getting Botox and fillers. She even claimed that she probably gets the most plastic surgery out of any of the housewives, saying she needs to look her best for the cameras. And at number 6, Larissa Dos Santos Lima. The 90 Day Fiancé star revealed an entirely new look in September of 2020 after she allegedly spent $72,000 on cosmetic enhancements. She's even said that she's addicted to plastic surgery in 2019, telling Us Weekly, quote, "I admit it, I'm addicted to cosmetic procedures. My dream is to have big breast implants, which would be my first actual cosmetic surgery." Her fans are not the only people that claim she looks unrecognizable. Her ex-husband, Colt Johnson, reacted to her change in appearance in July of 2020, saying, quote, "I don't recognize her. I mean, I looked at the wedding photos I have of her and was like, this is not the same person." On an episode of the show, she revealed she's gotten lipo, Botox, and filler in her nose and chin. Halfway number 5, Jocelyn Wildenstein. Jocelyn Wildenstein is a prime example of someone who took plastic surgery too far and now regrets it. Before her botched procedures, she was a beautiful model known for her natural beauty, but now she's known as the Catwoman. Jocelyn apparently started changing her appearance to make her husband happy, and she even modeled her look after big cats because her late husband was a big cat lover, specifically modeling her eyes after a lynx. Over the years, she's gotten surgery on her eyes to make them look more cat-like, as well as receiving brow and facelifts, injections, implants, and more. Because of all this work, she's unrecognizable from her former self and hasn't been cast in anything since. And at number 4, Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson was one of the world's first supermodels, moving from modeling to reality TV and publishing. But as she got older, she got concerned about aging and started getting cosmetic enhancements to stay young. Now she's made herself totally different and nobody wants to hire her anymore. She admitted that she got her first cosmetic procedure at the age of 33. In an interview with ABC News, Janice revealed all her procedures. Quote, "Brow lift, yes, I've had my brow lifted. I was getting a little bit of sag coming down my face, so they lifted it up. Yes, I've had collagen put in, injections, it's for the fine lines on my face." Most notably, her mouth is stretched out and sagging and looks completely botched. And at number 3, Katie Price. British model Katie Price has been vocal about how much she regrets her cosmetic enhancements, even saying at one point she felt like she looked like a monster. Katie has revealed some of the procedures that she's received over the years, and they include a full body liposuction, eye and lip lifts, liposuction under her chin, and fat injected into her bum. Apparently during one of her procedures, there was a complication that could have cost her life. At that point, she realized these cosmetic enhancements were not worth it, and the repeated procedures had put her life in danger. She said at one point she was asking herself what the hell that she'd done, adding, quote, "I've gone to hell and back. It was horrific. Oh my god, it looked like a monster out of a horror movie." Katie was reportedly all natural until the age of 30, then she started getting numerous procedures to stop the signs of aging. And at number 2, Charlotte Crosby. The Geordie Shore star has been getting surgery ever since she got on TV and has changed drastically. It's at the point where some fans are worried that she may have a surgery addiction. Charlotte's openly admitted that she had a nose job back in 2016. She also admits to getting lip filler once a year and getting a boob job to correct a medical condition she was born with that gave her a quote uniboob. At first, Charlotte hid her rhinoplasty from fans, but then weeks later she posted a YouTube vlog about the entire process. But fans think that Charlotte doesn't disclose everything that she's had done and still keeps some of it hidden. After she posted photos from a holiday she took to Brazil, the comments accused her of getting more work done. At this point, fans feel she will never be satisfied with the way she looks. And finally, number 1, Christina Aguilera. In 2018, Christina stepped out with an entirely new appearance, which got fans talking. Her face looked very puffy and swollen, potentially from too much filler. Surgeons and fans had tons of reactions to her new look. One plastic surgeon said, quote, "Christina may have the appearance of fuller cheeks due to increased volume from fillers such as Voluma or Restylane." Another said, quote, "I believe that Christina's puffiness can be attributed to overfilled facial fillers like Bellafill or Voluma. She probably tried to fill out any wrinkles and give her face some youthful fullness." In 2015, it was also reported that Christina got a nose job. One surgeon said that he believes her doctor used cartilage to rebuild her nose after her first nose job was botched. And at number 10, Zac Efron. After Zac Efron appeared on a Facebook watch event for Bill Nye's Earth Day musical, the internet was set ablaze with rumors that he had gotten cosmetic surgery to change his face. The lower half of his face looked much more prominent, including his jaw and lips, which both looked to be fuller. Many Twitter users speculated that Efron might have gotten cosmetic surgery, like bad Botox or fillers. One TikTok doctor even thought that Efron could have recently gotten his wisdom teeth removed. Zac hasn't commented on the situation, but one of his best friends recently spoke out and denied rumors of plastic surgery. And at number 9, JoJo Siwa. JoJo Siwa is famous for her classic Nickelodeon look. She always has her blonde hair up, tied tightly with a big bow. She also wears very bright colors. However, she shocked the internet in 2020 when she decided to briefly change her signature look and dyed her hair brown. In the video reveal, she showed her before self, then cut to her with brown hair, and her hair was not in a ponytail, which was probably a bigger shock to some people. I know it was for me. It seems that JoJo's trying to change her signature look, and she's trying to look more toned down. James Charles also got in on the transformation in 2020, when he gave her a completely new look in one of his YouTube videos. And at number 8, Will Smith. Will Smith exposed his quarantine weight gain in a recent Instagram post. The photo, which was posted on May 3rd, is captioned, quote, "I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm in the worst shape of my life." It showed Smith in black shorts and an unzipped hoodie. This version of Will is a lot different than the buff guy that we're used to seeing on screen, but his comments were quickly flooded with support, with people thanking him for the honesty and saying that he still looks in pretty good shape. The post currently has over 6.5 million likes, and honestly I'm so happy that he's able to poke fun at himself like this. And at number 7, Noah Centineo. Heartthrob Noah Centineo has shocked fans multiple times over the last year with his physical changes. In 2020 during lockdown, he shocked fans with his unrecognizable look during an Instagram live. In that live stream, he had grown out his hair and beard and looked completely different from the person that we know from his movies. But that's not all. He also had another transformation in March of 2021. He posted a few pictures to Instagram of his chiseled abs and grown out curly hair. The new look is in preparation for DC's Black Adam, alongside Dwayne Johnson. Apparently he's been training like crazy to get his body in peak shape for that film. And at number 6, KJ Apa. I best know KJ Apa as the heartthrob in Riverdale, but when he's not filming, he looks completely different. He shocked fans when he uploaded a photo to Instagram of him looking kinda shabby, with messy grown out hair and a beard. The comments were very mixed, with some people calling him unhinged or homeless, while others still thought he looked as attractive as ever. And if you thought Apa looked different on his Instagram, you will not believe his TikTok. His username is Fifi is Queen, and the TikTok account is almost exclusively videos of him dancing really strangely. That's the best way I can put it. Honestly, you really just have to see for yourself to know what I'm talking about. Halfway number 5, Kristen Stewart. During quarantine, Kristen Stewart decided to make a drastic change to her hair by dyeing it bright orange. Hairstylist CJ Romero dyed her hair a shade of orange they called Cosmic Rust. And longtime fans of Kristen's might not be all that surprised because she actually wore a very similar shade of orange for the 2019 Met Gala. The hairstylist also posted some photos of Kristen Stewart and Emma Roberts together on the same day. It seems that Emma also got a haircut of her own and was sporting a shagged cut. The orange hair has faded a lot over time and is now a lot more muted than it once was. And at number 4, Casey Cott. During quarantine, Riverdale actor Casey Cott decided to take his hair into his own hands. And instead of letting it grow out into a shaggy mess, he gave himself a buzz cut. And he didn't just cut it out of utility, it was also for a good cause. Cott and his brother shared that they shaved their heads for a water charity, which provides clean drinking water to communities in need, mostly overseas. The family had planned to reach a goal of $10,000, but far exceeded it. Apparently, a big push for the Clean Water Initiative was the coronavirus, because people in developing nations were not able to wash their hands with clean water. And at number 3, Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff loves changing her hair color. She loves it so much she's dyed her hair blue twice during lockdown. The first time she dyed her hair a shade of blue, she actually did it herself. Then months later, she wanted to go back to the color again, so she enlisted the help of her stylist. In February of 2021, she posted that after she got back from a trip from New York, she was itching to change her hair color. But she wanted to make sure that everyone knew the change had nothing to do with the gender of her baby, saying in the caption of the Instagram quote, "And I swear this doesn't mean I'm having a boy. My mom thought I was trying to tell everyone something," adding that at that point, she actually didn't know the gender of the child. And at number 2, Sarah Hyland. Actress Sarah Hyland definitely came down with a case of quarantine boredom, so she decided to dress up as Joe Exotic from Tiger King, along with her fiance Wells Adams dressing up as Carol Baskin. The caption on the photo was, quote, "That bee Carol Baskin killed her husband." And honestly, stuff like this is why Sarah Hyland and Wells Adams are easily my favorite couple. Their costume was so elaborate that Wells even had a can of sardines in his hand, referencing when Carol Baskin said that in order for tigers to have killed her ex-husband, he would have needed to ingest sardine oil. Kinda specific, Carol. And finally, at number 1, Amber Rose. Amber Rose has now joined the club of celebrities with face tattoos. She debuted the forehead tattoo on her OnlyFans in October of 2020. To give you a reminder of some other celebrities with face tattoos, we have Justin Bieber, Zayn Malik, Halsey, and Post Malone. The tattoo is huge cursive writing that reads, quote, "Bash Slash." This is a tribute to her children Sebastian and Slash. Amber responded to the hate that she was getting for the tattoo, writing, quote, "I don't live my life for other people. If I let people affect me in that way, I would just be miserable every day. I wouldn't be the great mom that I am." Her boyfriend Alexander A.E. Edwards not only supported the decision, but also decided to get a face tattoo as well. His is also on his forehead with the numerical dates of the children's birthdays. And at number 10, we got Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian debuted a completely new hairstyle in July of 2020, bright red hair if you can believe it. At first everyone thought it was just a wig, however Kim's hairstylist Chris Appleton cleared that up on his Instagram. And alongside a picture of Kim, he wrote the caption, quote, "Red head. It's not a wig before you start with that ish." Apparently Kim made the change because her favorite hair color is red, and Kim wanted to change it up after months of social distancing. Appleton added, quote, "Kim is a trendsetter and not afraid of doing something new. We have done the blonde and the pink before, and the red was unexpected. I love that about Kim." And even though the dyeing process took about 2 hours from start to finish, Appleton said Kim's hair is so healthy he can do practically whatever he wants with it. However, Kim didn't end up keeping the color for long and is now back to her brunette. And at number 9, Cole Sprouse. Cole Sprouse is known for his days on the Disney Channel as well as on Riverdale, but it seems that no matter how old he gets, he still keeps playing teenagers. Cole decided to poke fun at this by growing out his facial hair in quarantine. He first posted the look onto his Instagram where he captioned the post, quote, "How to polarize a young fan base," along with a photo of the mustache and goatee. When Jimmy Fallon asked about the new look, Sprouse said, quote, "I was growing my hair out and my mustache for a role, but then quarantine hit and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna be playing a 17-year-old for the next 80 years of my life. I might as well give myself a second to actually figure if I can grow a mustache." And now that Riverdale is back filming, his stash is now gone. And at number 8, Dylan Minnette. 13 Reasons Why star Dylan Minnette made a big change while filming was paused for the show, and he dyed his hair pink. The original color he debuted on his Instagram was a pinky purple color in May of 2020, but Dylan is actually known to change his hair color pretty often, and actually dyed his hair a bluish green color when the show paused filming in 2019. Dylan also dyed his hair bleach blonde at one point during the year as well. So clearly he likes to have fun with his hair, or he's just changing his look so he won't get recognized in public. Maybe a bit of both. And at number 7, Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa is another celebrity that decided to go pink to change up her look. While locked down, she gave into boredom and put pink streaks in her blonde hair. In the post revealing her new hair, she said, quote, "This week's experiment, pink hair. I haven't acquired a new skill, but I have joined World of Warcraft." Lipa's boyfriend, Anwar Hadid, was also present in the picture, helping her with the dye job by putting the dye on the back of her head. And that's just a whole other level of trust in the relationship, letting your boyfriend dye your hair. Would you let your boyfriend do that? I guess in quarantine, she really didn't have another choice, did she? This actually wasn't her first transformation. She also debuted a new bang look, saying in the caption of that post that the new hairstyle was not actually intentional bangs, but her hair was so damaged that her hair just basically broke off, leaving her with bangs. And at number 6, Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is known for changing her entire look and persona around whatever new music that she's releasing. During the Can't Be Tamed era, she was edgy Miley, with her classic brown curly locks but showing more skin than her Disney days. Then for bangers, she chopped her hair off, bleached it, and started wearing crazy colorful outfits. Miley kept this shocking aesthetic for a few years until she went more natural for her Younger Now album. And now we're in Miley's Plastic Hearts era, where she's wearing a classic rock aesthetic, mullet and all. During an episode of her Bright-Minded Instagram live series, Miley actually revealed that she cut her own hair and bangs in lockdown. And that's just classic Miley, I'm not surprised at all that she cut her own hair. Very proud. Halfway number 5, Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish definitely had the most shocking transformation on this entire list. In July of 2020, she decided to shave off her entire head of hair. When talking about the huge transformation, she said, quote, "Just loving my new look, thought I'd share with y'all. The best part is when water hits my head, it feels like kisses from God. Hashtag she ready for more of God's love." She even shared a video of herself on FaceTime with her stylist where you can see her shaving off her own hair with his guidance. Haddish told Jimmy Fallon that she had been wanting to shave her head for years, and when it was announced that red carpets and filming would be paused for the pandemic, she knew it was the perfect time. And at number 4, Emilia Clarke. After Game of Thrones wrapped for good, Clarke decided to channel Cersei Lannister by giving herself a blonde pixie cut. Apparently for the final season of the show, she decided to dye her brown hair bleach blonde, just like her character Daenerys Targaryen. But the bleaching left her hair so damaged that she had to cut it all off, saying in an interview, quote, "My hair was so fried that I basically had to cut it all off like a proper Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet boy cut. Now my hair has naturally grown out. I give it more nourishment than you could possibly imagine. It's my proudest achievement, and I don't plan on ever cutting it again. I'm going to be 90 with it down to my bum. That's my plan." And I'll be very interested to see if she actually sticks with that plan. And at number 3, Anna Camp. Pitch Perfect actor Anna Camp also dyed her hair pink in lockdown. One of the many celebrities that I've covered that have dyed their hair pink, and not the last either. And her hair change might actually be the coolest because her brown roots go to blonde hair and then change into pink hair at the tips. I guess she was inspired to make the change after she wore a pink wig for the TV show Perfect Harmony just a few weeks before. However, she quickly changed back to her classic blonde hair. And at number 2, Elle Fanning. Elle Fanning is known for her classic long blonde hair, but she made a major change to her look last year. And she's another star that decided to make the switch from blonde to pink in lockdown, sharing a photo to Instagram of her wet hair after a shower. She didn't give much intel on how she got the peachy pink color, but since she took the picture in lockdown, it's safe to assume that she did it herself. In the picture you can see that her phone case is also a peachy pink with a strawberry shortcake cartoon on it. So maybe that's where she got the hair inspiration from. And finally number 1, Ricky Martin. I think Ricky Martin may have broken the record for the celebrity who dyed their hair the fastest after quarantine started. And in March of 2020, he debuted his new dark pink hair to the world. He did this in an Instagram video where he revealed that his son was actually the reason for the change. Apparently his son Valentino had already gone pink and one of his twin boys wanted to follow along. So Ricky decided to dye his hair as well. He even let one of his sons pick out the hair color for him. The name of the hair dye was Red Passion, which definitely makes sense looking at the after. He also took the time to urge fans to stay home to stop the spread. And at number 10, Jennifer Grey. The legendary Dirty Dancer star was known for her unique nose that really made her stand out from the crowd. However, in 1989, After she became a huge star, she decided to get a nose job and made her nose look like every other big star back then. And sadly, her career shrank alongside her nose. Her nose job was actually pretty minor, but because her nose was so distinct, it made her completely unrecognizable. She said about the regrettable procedure, quote, "I went into the operating room a celebrity and came out anonymous." And because nobody really recognized her anymore, she didn't have the star power that movies were looking for, and she stopped landing roles as a result. And at number 9, Dana Delaney. Dana Delaney took her career to new heights after she starred in the hit sitcom Desperate Housewives for a number of seasons. I think I've said on the channel before that is literally one of my all-time favorite shows. However, after the show ended, she decided to try some Botox, which sadly stopped her career in its tracks. Apparently her dermatologist was telling her to try it because he had such great results with his other clients. But quote, "He injected my forehead, hit a nerve, and created a huge hematoma," adding quote, "The nerve has been dead ever since. It affected the muscle in my right eye, so my right eye has started to droop a little bit." Thankfully, she did start working again eventually, however it did take a while for her to regain her confidence to be on screen. And at number 8, Tara Reid. Tara Reid underwent multiple plastic surgeries after she starred in a few hit movies, including American Pie and the Pussycat Dolls. In 2004, after many of the surgeries were botched, she was forced to undergo corrective surgeries in 2007. She told Us Weekly, quote, "I had a hernia, this huge bump right next to my belly button. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work." After these botched surgeries, she was unable to land the same high caliber projects that she had before, and she was only considered for spoof movies like Sharknado. She told People in 2008, quote, "In my American Pie days, everyone was kissing my butt. I didn't realize how good I had it," adding that she's terrified of getting surgery ever again. And at number 7, Reid Ewing. While Modern Family actor Reid Ewing was suffering from body dysmorphia, he underwent several cosmetic procedures, all of which he regretted. He told the Huffington Post that after all the swelling from the surgeries went down, the results were not at all what he expected, adding quote, "I vowed I would never get cosmetic surgery again, even though I was still deeply insecure about my looks. It took me about 6 months before I was comfortable with people even looking at me. I wish I could go back and undo all those surgeries." And while he was recovering from the swelling and trying to come to terms with his new look, he stopped working. And at number 6, Lisa Rinna. I know Lisa Rinna best as a cast member on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. However, many fans of the show might not know that she had a budding acting career early on that was cut short because of bad plastic surgery. We all know that Lisa is famous for her big lips, but she became unrecognizable in the mid-80s after one of her lip injections went wrong. She said while on the Today Show that she decided to get silicone injected into her lips when she was only 24 years old, adding that it was a stupid thing to do. However, she said that more recently her lips were getting yucky, so she asked a doctor to remove as much of the silicone as they could. A lot of people speculate that her large lips cost her a lot of work in Hollywood, and that's why she was only ever cast in small roles. She also told MomLogic.com, quote, "When you change your face, you don't look like yourself. Looking fresher is one thing, I looked like a freak. I always said I wouldn't change my face, but I did." Halfway at number 5, Ashlee Simpson. Ashlee Simpson's career went downhill for a number of reasons, but one of those reasons is actually due to cosmetic procedures. Back in 2006, Simpson appeared on the cover of Marie Claire magazine, preaching self-acceptance of one's body, telling the magazine, quote, "Everybody is made differently, and that's what makes us beautiful and unique. I want girls to look in the mirror and feel confident," which was actually a very uncommon message at that time. But it seems that Ashlee was caught being hypocritical, and after the issue hit stands, she actually underwent a nose job. Now it's important to note that nobody probably would have cared about that nose job if she didn't preach self-acceptance beforehand. However, after people learned of this nose job, they were outraged, and the magazine actually got thousands of letters from readers about Simpson not practicing what she preached. And at number 4, Lil Kim. Lil Kim was at one point the queen of rap, even winning a Grammy. However, she became unrecognizable following dozens of surgeries and other cosmetic procedures, and her career took a hit as a result. In a 2005 interview, Kim did admit to getting a nose job, then to getting another rhinoplasty after she suffered a broken nose from an ex-boyfriend. However, she never admitted to anything more, even though other work was pretty obvious. Experts also said that she definitely had some sort of skin bleaching, using acids or creams to lighten her skin. There's also speculation that she got cheek fillers as well. Of course, the music had a part in her decline, however many fans just couldn't relate to her anymore after all her work. And at number 3, Nikki Cox. Cox was one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood in the 90s, starring in tons of hits around that time. However, after her appearance changed dramatically, so did her career. Nikki not only changed her appearance, but it seems that she was botched as well, forcing her to only do voiceover work since 2009. One plastic surgeon told Radar Online, quote, "She definitely appears to have gotten some sort of filler in her cheeks and lips. Injectables always look best on a person when they are not noticeable, not when everyone can tell that a person had work done." The doctor also says that he doesn't believe that she got anything more, even though it might seem that way, because clearly whatever work that she's done was gone overboard. And at number 2, Kenny Rogers. The late Kenny Rogers decided to undergo some cosmetic surgery, and it took a huge blow to his confidence. He told CBS host Gayle King in 2012, quote, "I was trying to hide myself. I had the money to do it and I had the time off. It's one of those things that I think everybody, you look at yourself and go, could I be better if I did this or did that?" Adding that he regrets doing anything, and he's always very curious as to what he would have looked like without it. Adding, quote, "You do it and you live with it." He also said that the changes in his appearance did not affect his music or singing voice, but rather his confidence to get on stage and make music. He even cancelled some shows during his 2018 farewell tour because he was battling health challenges, which some speculated was due to plastic surgery. And finally at number 1, Cardi B. Cardi B loves making money, and she's often said that she doesn't care much for music, but rather the money that it's brought her. However, her money train was temporarily put on hold when she had to cancel a few of her tour dates to recover from surgery. She had complications from liposuction and was still in the process of recovering from breast implants. She clapped back at critics who called her lazy for getting the lipo instead of working out, and she replied that being an entertainer is a 24-hour job and she doesn't have time to work out. She added, quote, "I hate canceling shows because I love money. I'm a money addict. I get paid a lot of money for these shows. I'm canceling millions of dollars in shows, but health is wealth, so I have to do what I have to do." Apparently all the traveling was making her body swell and putting her at serious risk of further health complications, so she decided to take a break and heal. And at number 10, Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke was a very successful actor, but after multiple botched surgeries, his career took a hit. In the early 90s, Rourke decided to take a break from his acting career and pursue a boxing career. He was a good fighter and actually won all his matches, but his face paid the real price. After facial damage from the boxing, he underwent multiple surgeries to look how he had before. However, the botched surgeries temporarily hurt his acting prospects. He told the Daily Mail about the surgeries, quote, "Most of it was to mend the mess of my face because of the boxing, but I went to the wrong guy to put my face back together," saying that he broke his nose twice and had 5 surgeries to repair it, along with a smashed cheekbone. After correcting a lot of the surgery, Rourke's career is beginning to pick up once again. And at number 9, Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan was America's sweetheart for many years, starring in classics like Sleepless in Seattle and When Harry Met Sally. But after many years in the spotlight, her look started to change around 2003. She got a lot of hate for her changing appearance, along with media scrutiny surrounding her divorce from Dennis Quaid. All this together severely damaged her career and her girl next door image. One plastic surgeon suggested that she had fat transferred or filler put into her cheeks because her cheeks move when she smiles. He went on to add, quote, "The tip of her nose looks more pinched, so it's very possible that she had some sort of rhinoplasty. There's definitely volume in her lips as well. She's had too much Botox in the forehead. The surgery that most dramatically changes the shape of the face is a facelift." So clearly they believe that Meg had a lot of work done. All the media scrutiny around her looks ultimately made her leave the business. And at number 8, Lara Flynn Boyle. Boyle was stunning in the 90s when she acted on shows like Twin Peaks and The Practice, but in the early 2000s her face started to change for the worst, specifically her lips. After her lips started to look very unnatural, her work started to dry up. Since 2006 her work has dwindled and she mainly guest stars in TV roles. There is some debate as to whether her botched surgeries have been the reason for her career's decline or if it's due to the lack of age diversity in Hollywood. She told one news outlet, quote, "I know I may be running out of time, there are just not that many roles for older women. On a vanity level, I am not looking forward to aging at all. I think I look pretty good now." And at number 7, Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith had a phenomenal career, even landing her an Oscar in 1988 for Working Girl. But that changed quickly when she started getting facial modifications around 1995. Sources with the Daily Mail say she got some sort of filler in her lips, as well as a facelift. After the work, she didn't land many roles. When asked if she thought the procedures harmed her career, she told Porter magazine, quote, "No, I didn't realize until people started saying, 'Oh my god, what has she done?' Adding, quote, "I was so hurt. I went to a different doctor doctor and he started dissolving everything that this other woman doctor had put in. Hopefully I look a lot more normal now. Then speaking in 2012, she said the media scrutiny was so bad that she didn't even want to face the public anymore. And at number 6, Joan Van Ark. Soap actress Joan Van Ark stopped her career in its tracks when she started to get work done in the late 2000s. And it seemed like directly after people started noticing her facial modifications, she was cut from The Young and the Restless in 2005. Since then, she's only acted in small roles like voiceover work and TV movies. Dr. Anthony Yoon gave his opinion on what she's had done. Quote, "I suspect she's had at least one facelift, if not two, causing her neckline and jawline to look tight. Her forehead is smooth and wrinkle-free, a possible consequence of a brow lift and Botox." He also believes that she's had chemical peels and skin lasering, which did not turn out as anticipated. He thinks that she can restore her natural beauty if she stops the invasive procedures. Halfway number 5, Michael Jackson. Of course, the thing that actually stopped Michael Jackson's career in its tracks was his untimely death, but he will always be known as the king of pop. But before that, his reputation started to take a nasty turn due to botched plastic surgeries along with multiple media scandals. It's rumored that he underwent countless nose jobs as well as skin bleaching. However, Jackson claims to have vitiligo, and that's why his skin lightened over time. When asked about a nose job, Jackson told Martin Bashir, quote, "I've had no plastic surgery on my face, just my nose. It helped me breathe better so I can hit higher notes. I've had 2 nose jobs as I can remember."
You know, you physically changed, haven't you? The photographs of you, if I look at them.
No, it's called adolescence. It's called growing and changing.
Yeah, but even the shape of your face has changed.
No, it has not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face, just my nose.
However, many plastic surgeons speculate that he had far more than just 2 nose jobs, and he developed nasal cripples due to his lack of tissue to breathe through. And at number 4, Jamie Lee Curtis. Obviously, Jamie Lee Curtis still has a phenomenal career and she's so talented that she won't be finishing acting until she decides to be. However, her career did have a temporary setback after she decided to undergo some procedures to stop signs of aging. In a 2002 interview, Curtis admitted to having several procedures including lipo and Botox. However, she hated all of it. She admitted the thing that really took a toll on her appearance was surgery she had on her under eye bags, telling The Telegraph, quote, "10 years ago I had fat taken from underneath my eyes because I was on a movie and I was puffy. I remember the cameraman saying, quote, 'I can't shoot her right now.'" She says that she was absolutely mortified and had to remember that when you take fat from one place, it will come back in a different place. However, she stopped the procedures and has not looked back since. And at number 3, Farrah Abraham. Farrah got her start on Teen Mom, where she developed a loyal following. After the show ended, Farrah decided to undergo multiple plastic surgery procedures and altered her appearance. The procedures went so badly that she actually appeared on Botched in 2015 to get help. On the show, she discussed lip implants that went horribly wrong, even showing a picture of her horribly swollen lips. She also discussed that the anesthesia didn't keep her under during the procedure, telling the show that she could feel everything, and she could tell her lip was getting horribly puffy. She even claimed that she wanted to go into plastic surgery after all of her procedures, but that hasn't happened. Farrah is very well known in the reality TV space, however her procedures have made her a constant target for social media hate. And at number 2, Cher. Cher couldn't ruin her career if she tried to, of course, she is a legend, but her botched breast augmentation took a major toll on her confidence, which affected her performances for a brief time. After the botched procedure, she told People, quote, "It was a nightmare," adding, quote, "They were really botched in every way. If anything, they were worse than before." However, Cher is not regretful of her procedures, and she admitted to having a facelift, even calling herself the plastic surgery poster girl. And finally, number 1, Daryl Hannah. Splash actress Daryl Hannah has denied having any work done, even though it's very clear her face has changed considerably over the years. It's been rumored that she's had work done on her lips, eyes, and cheeks. Her face has become unnaturally puffy over the years, especially around her cheeks. Her lips are also much larger than before. When speaking about surgery, she denied it, saying that it makes people, quote, "look like Muppets." Since her facial modifications, her career has dried up considerably. And at number 10, Courtney Cox. The legendary Friends actor finally gave in to pressures to get filler and Botox, and she hated the result that it had on her face. She said that she would get some sort of filler here and there, but she didn't realize that they were all basically layering on top of each other, which led to a look that she hated. When speaking about the procedures, she told New Beauty, quote, "I've had all my fillers dissolved. I'm as natural as I can be. I feel better because I look like myself. I think that I now look more like the person that I was. I hope I do." She also made the change back to natural for her work, explaining her face didn't have the natural movement movement with the fillers, adding, quote, "You need movement in your face, especially if you have thin skin like I do. Those aren't wrinkles, they're smile lines. I've had to learn to embrace movement and realize that fillers are not my friend." And at number 9, Heidi Montag. The Hills star is famous for going overboard with plastic surgery. She infamously turned her girl next door look into that of a Barbie doll. She even underwent a whopping 10 procedures in one day in 2010, putting her health at risk. Montag revealed years later that she regretted making so many changes to her body, saying, quote, "I was definitely way in over my head. I kind of wanted a few enhancements and then it kind of got out of hand. I wasn't really told the repercussions and what would happen, emotionally and physically, and the pain I would be in. I was kind of in shock." Following all her plastic surgery procedures, that was all anybody knew her for, and she was no longer cast in any projects that were not related to her cosmetic enhancements. And at number 8, Scott Carrot Top Thompson. Carrot Top is no stranger to worst celebrity plastic surgery lists, and his appearance has changed considerably over the years. One doctor told MakeMeHeal.com that it appears as though Thompson has undergone a brow lift along with Botox injections, lip plumping, and laser peels, which is proved by his disappearing freckles. It's also been speculated that he's taken steroids and they are responsible for his buff appearance, but he denies getting anything done. When speaking about it in 2015, he told Florida Today, quote, "I never had any plastic surgery. I can see why people think that because I got really big for a while, but I never got any work done. I mean, if I was going to have plastic surgery, I would look better than this." Carrot Top has had incredible success in his career, specifically in Vegas, but some say his career could be still thriving if not for his changing appearance. And at number 7, Yolanda Hadid. While Yolanda was battling her Lyme disease, she decided to reverse every cosmetic procedure that she could to be completely natural. This all took place when she was filming The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so it was captured on the show. First, she decided to get her breast implants removed and then remove all of her fillers. She shared the news with her Instagram followers, writing in the caption of her post that she was, quote, 55 and smiling from the inside out, finally back to the original 1964, living in a body free of breast implants, fillers, Botox extensions, and all the BS I thought I needed in order to keep up with what society conditioned me to believe a sexy woman should look like until the toxicity of it almost killed me. Because of her desire to live life naturally in every way possible, she's also stepped back from working. And at number 6, Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner is known for her signature pout that she achieved with the help of fillers, and with those lips she became a billionaire selling lip kits so people could try and achieve the lips that Kylie had. But Kylie actually regretted how large she made her lips at one point. While the sisters were being interviewed by Allure, Kylie revealed that her lips got way too big. Apparently her sisters even had to set her straight and tell her to relax on the filler. And even though it can be argued that Kylie's cosmetic procedures brought her career to new heights, it's all anyone can talk about when discussing the star now, and plastic surgery and fillers will likely be linked to her forever. Halfway number 5, Khloe Kardashian. When the Kardashian sisters first started their rise to fame, Khloe seemed to always be the odd one out. She was constantly referred to as the ugly duckling of the family, but as time went on, Khloe did her best to reverse that image by getting multiple plastic surgeries to change her face and body. Her body even became such a point of conversation that she started the show Revenge Body. The whole premise of the show is that people use Khloe's help to transform their bodies along with their lives. However, there was a lot of controversy around the show and Khloe giving workout advice because many are convinced that Khloe got her killer body with surgery. This is because her body is in an entirely different shape than before, and it definitely doesn't look natural. Things got even worse when an unedited photo of Khloe's body was leaked, and she reacted by trying to get it taken off the internet, proving she's not even happy with her body unless it's edited. And at number 4, Courtney Love. Courtney Love is best known as the singer for the band Hole, as well as the widow of Kurt Cobain. However, she also has a reputation for significantly changing her looks through plastic surgery. She started off with a grunge punk aesthetic, but slowly changed up the classic Hollywood look. Her most noticeable change has been her nose job. Love has admitted that she has changed her look significantly since she was the poster child for 90s grunge. She got her lips injected and had a nose job, but now she says that she regrets it. It's also changed the way that her fans look at her, and they really don't like that she's so different than before. And at number 3, Vivica A. Fox. Fox was a popular actress in the 90s, starring in movies like Set It Off and Two Can Play That Game. She also did a lot of modeling and was known for her sweet and classic look. However, things changed in her career when she decided to get some work done. It drastically changed her look. Most noticeably was a nose job and some fillers. Since her career took a huge hit after her face had noticeably changed, we can assume the changes put a big damper on her career. And since she's only appeared in a few movies since, as well as being on The Celebrity Apprentice, I guess that could hold true. And at number 2, Donatella Versace. Donatella got her fame through running high-end fashion brand Versace with her late brother, Gianni. And in the decades since she's been a public figure, her face has changed considerably. Most would say for the worse. Over time, she's become unrecognizable, with her nose and lips changing the most. It's gotten so bad that Donatella has landed herself on pretty much every worst plastic surgery list that there is. Donatella's only admitted to getting Botox, nothing more, so she has not admitted to regretting any of her procedures. But since her reputation has taken such a hit because of her changing face, we can assume it's had a negative impact on her career as well. At the very least, it's made her less respected by the public. And finally, number 1, Adrienne Bailon. The Real host and former Disney Channel star has opened up about regretting her decision to get breast implants in her teens. She told E! News in 2014, quote, "When I was 19 years old, I actually did get breast implants. Probably one of my greatest regrets. I went from having an insecurity that I didn't have big breasts to now looking like an adult film star. And I was like, this isn't great." She also revealed that she got the procedure right before she was set to film Cheetah Girls 2, and it was quite a shock for Disney executives. But she says the implants did not last and she decided to get them taken out shortly after. She also added that the implants stretched out her skin, adding, quote, "It was not the smartest decision for my career and just for myself. It was wanting to feel like a woman. Thankfully, she was able to fix things and has had a great career so far. I love her on the real."